Oh.
We are live.
Sick.
Is this thing on?
Welcome, runners. Welcome to this amazing Terraria run. You are free to say whatever you want about the run before we start. So, what kind of category you have? Give the viewers a little bit of context, please. Fill the awkward silence. Thank you.
I guess I could go ahead. So basically, Terraria has two stages in a typical playthrough. We got hard mode and pre-hard mode. Hard mode is activated when you kill a boss known as the Wall of Flesh, and basically everything just changes from there on. Just new items, new enemies, new evil biome, stuff like that. So that's how you divide Terraria. And we are going to be doing pre-hard mode because it's easier and it's just faster, it's just more consistent. So yeah, we got character creation here.
The bid wars that were happening. Unfortunately, no one actually managed to put a bid in for the world name, but we did have the character name as Rajang is a good monster. If you need the spelling, I put that in the waiting room chat for you.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Enjoy.
Alrighty. I can do that. Alright, so we're gonna be generating the world now. When you generate a world in Terraria, you have some options. You can choose world size, so we're gonna be doing small because small is always the optimal method for runs. Just because it's easier to get around them. Normal mode and expert mode, we are going to be normal for the sake of consistency. Corruption and Crimson. So this is the world evil, essentially. They each have their own benefits. They each have their own items, their own bosses. But Crimson is considered superior for the most part for runs, just because of the content it has to offer. And I'm going to be generating the world, and then I'll be sharing it with the rest of the runners. We do not know what is going to be in this world, but I'm going to be giving the world file to the rest of the runners so we can all experience it together. All right, I got the world file, so I'm going to be sharing it in chat. Oh, yeah, another thing I forgot to mention is that we are actually using an old client for Terraria. We're using the T-Mod Loader client, which is essentially, well, how you play modded Terraria. And the reason we're using this client is that it's on an older patch. Terraria 1.4 came out on May 16th, and it patched Duplication, which we used for runs. So, yeah, once again, for the sake of consistency, we are going to be using this old patch, so we have Duplication on our side. I'm going to be posting the world file in chat, so all the runners can go ahead and download that up. Yep, that was the correct file. So yeah, Max, a person, Sai. Make sure you all got that in your world folder. And remember, like, there's a different one for the mod loader.
I got it.
All right. Just everyone else, let me know when they got the world file in the bag.
I got it. I'm ready.
A person?
I think we are good to go.
All right. Sounds good. So yeah, everyone make sure they're on the server password screen, and then Once everyone is, maybe if there's a countdown of some sort, then that would be the time to begin.
All right, then if everybody's ready, I can count down.
Sweet.
All right, then I'd say you guys can start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
All right, haha. Let's do this. Starting server. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Just to confirm that everybody got the same world generation, there's like a little fissure at spawn, right?
A what?
Like a fissure, like a little cave, a little hole at spawn.
Yeah, I got that.
All right, world file works correctly then.
It looks on stream as if you have all the same seed, pretty much.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh boy, I don't know how I'm gonna. I didn't really think the no torches part through, but whatever. Maybe I'll just craft flaming arrows or something that might work. I don't know if that counts as using torches, but I think it should be okay. Okay.
So I'm going to be using copper coins, or just coins in general, as a light source for now until I get like shine potions or something.
Shine potions and glow sticks are definitely gonna be the carry here for the no torches. Hopefully I can get lucky. Oh shit, I can't build NPC houses without torches. Oh god.
Language.
Yeah, you're gonna need some candles for that. Have fun.
Excuse me. Oh god, this isn't gonna be... What was I thinking? Oh well, I'm sure I can... Something.
Alright, well, this is going well for me. I just found bombs.
Oh, you lucky hacker.
Bombs are pretty important because instead of just mining manually, you could just blast your way to hell, the deepest part in Terraria, where you could kill the wall of flesh boss.
Oh shit, okay, okay, I'm just gonna... I should just unbind my auto select so I don't accidentally use my torches, but I have an idea. I'm gonna mine stone.
I almost got bouldered.
I need to, so I can get flaming torches. No, flaming arrows. And then I can use that as my light source. Might as well mark no torches right now. It's a good thing there's... Wow, 17 iron bars at spawn. Okay.
Found 17. I only found 9. So in case anyone's wondering what I'm doing something known as door dupe before it was patched in the recent update. It involves a door and stairs, and you place bars on top of the platform, and then you hammer the platform into stairs before you dupe it, like I did.
So since we are not allowed to use torches, I am going to be using the torches I did get to make flaming arrows, and that's going to be my light source for when I explore caves. If I'm able to find glow sticks, then that should make the job much easier. One can only hope. Because I am not gonna have enough of this. I can probably like craft more torches and then... Oh, is that a jellyfish? That's perfect.
Ran out of wood.
That's perfect, actually. I can kill the jellyfish. Assuming they don't despawn, which, okay. I already went off screen, so they may have already despawned. Yep, they did. Ah.
Something you could also use, if you make a water bucket, you can pour it on a pot, any pot in the caves. Even if you break it, you can get a glow stick from that.
Oh, huh. Actually, yeah, I have 3 iron. Why don't I go and make a bucket right now? Also, since I am not allowed to use torches, I won't be able to get NPC houses, which NPC houses can be important for a lot of items, most notably fishing. Because if you get NPC items, or if you get NPCs, you can get the merchant, and the merchant will sell important stuff, like for invincibility machines and for fishing. But unfortunately, I am not able to fish. Fishing can get you lots of cool loot, and it is necessary for some stuff. Like, if we were doing a hard mode of bingo, then we'd pretty much need to fish, because we can get all the cool hard mode materials easily. But I do not have such luxuries. Anyways, this seems to be a fake cave. I think this world generated kind of close to the cavern layer. Oh, that's so sick. Let's see if I can find anything down here.
So it seems like flaming arrows are allowed, right?
Yep, flaming arrows are indeed allowed.
I'm gonna try to go for the 10 NPC goal.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yes, I'm gonna make a lot of NPC houses right away. The more you have, the higher chance you have for them moving in.
Which we only figured out just recently. Oh, I think I should have plenty of flaming arrows to last. Ooh, I already found a heart crystal. That's really good. Also found gems. Gems can be made into hooks, and hooks are like one of the best mobility items in Terraria. They're really good. You can move all over the place. Hook onto blocks, faraway places. Hooks are great.
Oh shoot!
Frisbee hooks.
Alright, so I think I might have accidentally just used the torch. I just did it again. Alright, so I guess that's gonna count.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh, I got glow sticks. Okay, that's really good.
You could try to get a magic lantern this night. And if you do that, it's gonna be a good shortcut.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to rely on RNG on this one.
Oh, that's a big oof.
That's annoying.
Like twice I held down shift, which made the torches appear very briefly, but I was like literally at the top of a cave, so I'm just not going to count that.
Oh.
Right now, I am using
Okay. Well, what happened with me is I picked it up through pots, and then it went to the top left of my inventory, and it took precedence over my my glow sticks.
If it was like out of your control, I wouldn't count it too much personally. Okay, found some gold ore. Gold ore is one of the better early materials in pre-hard mode. Let me gather some of that.
Yeah, so that was my first step of the run. I attempted to go into the underground Crimson. There was generally a good chance for life crystals there. And I got swarmed by blood crawlers. So that didn't work.
If you are going into the Crimson early, it's kind of daring because you have lots of overwhelming enemies that you might not be prepared for. Okay, so I have 2 out of the 5 accessories so far, and I was hoping I could go fishing to, like, fish for the, like... One reason fishing can be so important right now is for, like, you can get crates and you can get potions out of them, lots and lots of potions. Another thing you can possibly get is just Okay, I'm kind of having a brain fart right now, but yeah, potions are really good. Get lots of bars. Oh my god, I got a rally. Only the yo-yo goes here. But fishing is also really good for just like... I already stated the potions.
Accessories, abilities.
Yeah, the accessories. That's what I was missing. That's what I was missing. Accessories are really handy. I wonder how I'm gonna go about that. I might have to like mess around with some floating islands, or I might even have to explore the dungeon to get the rest of the accessories I want. Oh shit, okay, trash the torches. I need to trash all the torches I see. Already quickly running out of flaming arrows. Yikes. Alright, so I think that was a pretty successful spelunking session. I'm gonna start hard duping now. So I mentioned a duplication glitch earlier, but the said glitch only works if you have at least 2 of that item. If you only have 1 of that item, then you're gonna have to resort to a little trick called hard duplication, where basically save and exit the game, put the 1 item you have in a chest, and is that everything I need to hard dupe? Spelunkers, recall, and Alt F4. And when you log back into the world, get my Tmod loader client out, then you will have the 2 of that item. So then you'll be able to easily duplicate that with the easier dupe method. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit for my game to restart, which is probably visible in the stream. There we go, there's the client.
Well, that did not work out. So I just tried to kill Brain of Cthulhu, which is typically the second boss that you go through in Crimson World with bombs. Not really a good idea. I don't know why I did it.
Sorry about that, my internet's kinda whack right now. Oh, the stream seems to have restarted. Alright, good.
Right, so I spent a bit too long looking for a second life crystal. I didn't want to hard mute my life crystal. But in the end I have to do that. So now we are going right back into the world and I can set up the soft view.
Yeah, my internet's been a little whack. But it just
I actually placed that.
randomly turning off and on again, so But I think the stream is still okay. I think it got back up on its feet. Alright. Let's get the soft dupe set up. Yep. Seems to be working okay. Alright. So yeah, this is how you set up duplication glitch. It's a little weird. Item frames, and essentially anything you place in this item frame, as long as you have at least 2 of that item, will double. It's good that I have this. Now I can... Oh wow, only two glow sticks left. And yeah, now I can get all the glow sticks I want, especially since I'm not allowed to use torches. Glow sticks are going to be my best bet here. Actually, now that I have the dupe set up, I can get infinite arrows, and most of the arrows in the game provide lighting. And then we also got, for example, the Jester arrows, which I personally think are like one of the better pre-hard-mode arrows. Only like contesting with Frostburn, but being beaten out by Hellfire. What makes the Jester arrows so special is that they pierce their targets. When a weapon is generated in Terraria, whether you craft it or buy it from an NPC,
Keep using torches. Okay.
or get it from an enemy, it can have a certain modifier on it, which can change its stats. So since duplicating is a thing, we can craft as many weapons as we need until we get the desired modifier. Like my bow right now, this has Murderous, so plus 9% damage, plus 8% speed, and plus 3% critical strike chance. So that's going to be super helpful. Alright.
Looking at the card, is there any goals that you particularly believe are just like good to go for, or anything they might go for in particular?
Essentially just any any goals that aren't RNG based or tedious at least are ones that we go for. We had to generate a lot of cards before coming into this bingo because Terraria, a lot of aspects of her, at least a lot of the goals are RNG based, so we want to go for simple stuff like killing certain bosses or just obtaining items that are at least guaranteed, or just opening stuff. Like, essentially, a lot of the goals that you see, or you might come across when generating cards, will be like, get these certain items, or make these certain items, which just... There's a lot of RNG put into them. There's a lot of RNG elements in Terraria, so we just don't want to put up with that. Want to make them as simple as possible. Like
I'm going for the diagonal, top left to bottom right, which involves 10 NPCs.
Yeah, I am going for
The other diagonal.
bottom left to top right. Not using torches is kind of painful, but it's fine. Actually, no.
I was going for bottom left, top right until I started using torches unconditionally. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going for column 4. And one of the things I have to do for that is kill 4 different bosses with 4 different classes. So Terraria has a bunch of different classes you can use to fight enemies, and 4 of those are melee, range, summoner, and mage. So now you will see me going to fight the Brain of Cthulhu with range, which will be the first of those.
Oh, that's not good. I just got a goblin army.
I just killed. I have Cthulhu in the last second of the night. Otherwise, he would have fled. And I need to kill I have Cthulhu to get one of the NPCs. It's one of the easier bosses to kill.
I'm gonna bail.
Oh, emeralds. I can make a better hook with these.
Jester's arrows gonna be my friends.
In Terraria, there are 6 different types of gems, which are amethyst, topaz, sapphire, emerald, ruby, and diamond. There's also a 7th gem known as amber, but to get your hands on that is a very special case, and it doesn't function like the other gems do. But essentially, these gems can be made into hooks. They can also be made into magic staffs. And depending on the gem, depends on the strength of the gem or the staff. The thing about Ruby is one of the most important, if not the most important gem in Terraria, because it is the only gem that'll allow you to fight a boss known as King Slime. And King Slime is a super important boss, because he can drop Slimy Saddle. And Slimy Saddle lets you grants you access to an invincibility glitch.
Which we're probably not gonna be using.
Yeah, we're probably... for the most part, invincibility is highly unnecessary in pre-hard mode. If you're going into hard mode, then yeah, you're going to want to use invincibility. But either way, King Slime still is part of the goals I'm going for, so I will need to find a ruby at some point. Speaking of which, I should probably drink my Spelunker potions. Is that a ruby up there? No, that's an amethyst, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's an amethyst. Oh, I found Skeleton Merchant. Counterweight. Need to find as many accessories as I can. Oh, is that a ruby cave right there? Oh, no, that's topaz. Okay, do you have accessories for me, chest? Bander regen. That's actually really good. Alright. Let me see if I can hunt down the ruby. Oh yeah, I forgot another reason that King Slime is so important is because when you damage King Slime, he summons blue slimes to aid him. And these blue slimes have a chance of dropping souls, which is only a hard mode thing. We're not going to be seeing any souls for this run because it's pre-hard mode, but souls are very important for crafting certain things in hard mode. So that's another reason King Slime is so important for runs. Oh shit, boulder. Oh, sorry. The thing about souls is like when an enemy is in a specific biome, whether it be the Crimson Corruption or Hollow, any enemy in that biome will have a chance to drop souls. But it's 1 out of 5, and King Slime is really good for that because he summons so many enemies, so you can get lots of souls really
guide.
quickly. But once again, we are not going to be seeing any souls this run. But yeah, King Slime is just really good. It's a shame that he's walled off, but by like rubies. Nope, I don't want
Oh,
to.
the A person might go into hard mode and use souls to complete one of the goals, I believe.
Yeah, I believe he said he was gonna go for the cheeky yo-yo, which is a hard mode
Different hard.
yo-yo.
There's no yo-yo go on this hard, unfortunately.
Is there? Yeah, I forgot that was the
We
The
were
multiple
rolling coasters
class.
earlier. Oh, there's 2 cabins here.
So in case anyone was wondering why I'm slaughtering the goblin army, is because after a certain threshold of health, as in like after a certain like maximum HP, the goblins have a random chance of invading I don't know, I guess your world. They have a chance of invading your world like each day or each time a new day happens. So I happened to get it on the 2nd day, which is it's a good thing and a bad thing. So it's a bad thing because, well, it's wasting my time, but it's a good thing because I'm going for row 2 now, which requires 10 NPCs. And if you're not familiar with Terraria, if you defeat the goblin army, you can find the goblin tinkerer underground.
Alright, so I am at 4 out of 5 accessories. I am actually really surprised. I got Hermes boots, which is one of the best accessories in Terraria. They allow you to run really fast, way faster than the default running speed when you first started more like a new character. The only thing really stopping me from progressing right now is the fact that I have no rubies, so I'm still searching underground for that with Spelunker potions. Spelunker potions reveal all of the treasure around you, all the gems, all the ores, all the chests. So hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on a ruby soon so I can fight King Slime and accomplish one of my goals. Alright. Seem to be finding a lot of amethyst.
So I just killed the Brain of Cthulhu boss. I need to kill this boss to get an NPC underground. He will now randomly spawn underground, and I need him to summon an event for one of the goals. Oh, the one's army.
Okay, I still need to find a ruby.
He might take a while to spawn. He in fact usually does. But when he does, I can do this event, and it's one of the biggest energy points of my diagonal.
Okay, so how many potions do I have? I have 3 different types of potions in my inventory right now. And I need 12 buffs or debuffs. Assuming I can get, like, Heart Lantern, Campfire, Poison, and Honey, that means I'll only need 8 potions. Which I don't think I'm getting so lucky with that right now. I might have to explore the jungle to get tons of loot. Yeah, I'm not getting any luck with rubies right now. I should probably head home so I can duplicate more wood. And I'm definitely going to be checking out the jungle. Yeah, this world is definitely close to the cavern layer. This is super interesting.
Alright, so in Terraria there's actually like 2 different ways you can get a lot of gemstones. On my screen you can now see the second way, with the first way being just exploring underground. This is the extractinator, so with certain blocks you can get a chance for different ores or gems to spawn.
There we go. I think I'm back. Yep. Yeah, this might happen a few more times, but thankfully my internet doesn't seem to stay off for too long. This normally doesn't happen. Every now and then it does, and I guess today the internet decided to be extra bad.
Well, that's certainly okay, but in the meantime, I guess I could always mention something about the charity we're actually raising for. Well, more specifically, we're raising money for Fred Hutch. Fred Hutch is they gather information to help stop the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic. Dr. Trevor Bedford collaborates broadly with Fred Hutch and across the world, including colleagues from universities of Basel in Switzerland in order to ensure the speed of response to emerging outbreaks, of course including the COVID-19 pandemic, and is sharing data on nextstrain.org where users can see the changes happening in the virus and how it's spreading across the world.
Okay.
That was not great, but certainly this bingo is looking pretty good so far. We've got 1 goal. And then also the never use torches thing, certainly making progress.
Hey, I just realized, potion sickness counts as a debuff, doesn't it? So, like, I guess that'll count towards the goal.
Yeah.
Potion sickness is a debuff that you get from drinking a health potion, and it lasts for 60 seconds, or 45 if you have a certain charm on, but we're not going to be seeing that. Just to ensure that you don't spam healing potions and heal off of that. But anyways, I just found a ruby. This is what I've been going on about earlier. So, Max, I know you've fought Brain and Eye right now, but have you touched King Slime yet?
Fighting him right now for a go. I just realized that I have him.
All right.
So yeah, there's plenty of rubies in the first cave if you know where to look.
I am going to be fighting him right now. And that's going to be a goal accomplished. I just need to find the nearest demon altar, which is where you craft most of the boss summons. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, sunflowers also count as a buff. So I should be able to work with what I have right now. We got Night Owl, Danger Sense, Water Walking, Spelunker, Iron Skin, and a healing potion for potion sickness. And the sunflower will give me another buff. And then once I summon Queen Bee, I can use honey. And then life crystals. or light heart lanterns, I mean. Campfire, and then the poison debuff from Queen Bee. Overall, it's just kind of a big thing to get all the buffs you need. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, King Slime. Let's go. There's a chance that one of the blue slimes he spawns might drop a potion for me. So then that'll make it easier for me to get the buffs I need. Yep, just as I suspected. One of the slimes has granted me a swiftness potion, so I'll be able to use that for my buffs and debuffs goal. Of course, this fight's a little rough, but I am going to outlive him anyway, so it's fine. Oh, a mining potion too, I can use that.
I'm currently on 8 NPCs out of 10, and
Wait.
one of the other ones I'm gonna get is Witch Doctor, which is an NPC that only comes when you kill a jungle boss, so I'm looking for that currently. There, I found it.
And King Slime is dead.
I'm gonna need to break a larva in there to summon the Queen Bee boss. Now I don't know if I'm gonna fight it on surface, which is easy, or if I want to stay here.
Let's see. I guess I'll place this empty bucket. We do more iron, so I'll be able to get some stuff. All right. And while I'm doing this, I still need to be on the hunt for the 5th accessory. I only have 4 out of the 5 I need. Actually, one of my goals is kill Wall of Flesh, so it's possible that he might drop an emblem and I can use that for my 5th accessory if worst comes to worst. Oh, trash the torches. Okay, so snow's this way. So the jungle is not going to be on that side. In Terraria, you spawn in the center of the world when you start a new world. One side of the world is always going to have the snow biome. The other is always going to have the jungle biome. They can never both be on one side. So you can, if you find the snow biome on one side, you'll know that the jungle is on the other side, and the jungle is really good. Almost guaranteed entrance to the underground every time. Really good loot down there. Better, it's almost always going to be better than what you'd get from normal caves. But there's a cost, because the jungle is one of the most lethal pre-hard mode areas in the game, and it's even dangerous in hard mode when you get new enemies spawning in there and stuff. So it's not friendly for new characters who are just starting out, but if you're able to make it through the challenges it has to offer, you will be rewarded greatly. Also, I just got my 5th accessory, so now I can mark that goal off. Let's go.
I'm gonna quickly do another hard dupe to get more hunter potions in order to find the NPC you need. Starting the game for that. And one of the items I got earlier was a rare potion found in a cave chest, a random TP potion. It can take you to basically a random place on the map, anywhere you're not gonna, anywhere outside lava and outside dungeons you can't go into in progression. And if I dupe this potion, I can get around the world really easily.
Yeah, TP potions are definitely one of the best, if not the best, speedrunning tool. They are really handy. They can just get you around anywhere you want, more specifically the underworld. So you don't have to waste time bombing down to it. And the underworld is important for activating hard mode and killing the wall of flesh. But then again, most of the stuff I'm saying right now is pretty much only important for like a full game run, which obviously this is not going to be. Okay, any accessories that I can get rid of for this? Yeah, already got my 5, so it's okay. Anyways, it is time to explore the jungle.
Yep,
And what I want from the jungle is Queen Bee. Fighting Queen Bee isn't 100% necessary for the goals I'm doing right now, but Queen Bee does drop like some of the best pre-hard mode weapons in the game. Basically, like bee nades in particular. Bee nades are really good. They're basically grenades that when they explode, they release a swarm of bees, and they do a ton of damage, and they're just really good. Also, I'm trying to find the cave for honey, which is going to be one of the buffs I'll need to make this possible. I was originally going to plan to fight Queen Bee anyway, so I can get the poison debuff. And yeah, bee nades are just really good against all pre-hard mode bosses. When you're doing a run, you either want to fight Wall of Flesh with bee nades or dynamite. Bee nades make it easier though, and I figure I might as well. It's possible that if you're under pressure, or if you're choking under pressure, dynamite against Wall of Flesh might not work out. You just can't let the nerves get to you, and bee-nades are just a much safer option. Also, bee-nades eliminate the need to make an arena for the most part. Or a bridge. I am getting a little unlucky with trying to find a beehive right now. Oh, I see honey over there, actually. The chances are I might not have to fight Queen Bee. Or I might not have to find a hive to get the honey.
So obviously, all of you enjoy playing Terraria quite a bit. Is there anything about Terraria that you just specifically love, specifically doing bingos? What keeps you bringing you back to it? Out of curiosity.
I love this game. I've loved it ever since like 2015. I've been playing this game for a while. I love speedrunning games, and I love Terraria. It's my favorite game of all time. So combine the two, and I just get a real kick out of this game. There's so much to do, so much to explore, so much to see. And I can almost never get bored of it, because even if I complete a playthrough, which I've done many times, I can always mix up my other playthroughs I do in the future. And oh crap, I'm gonna die. Never mind. The thing about speedrunning Terraria is like it's the game I'm best at speedrunning. I've done other games, like I've speedrun other games, but ever since I started speedrunning Terraria, I can never quite go back to other games and speedrun them because I don't know, I never really got as much enjoyment out of speedrun. I can't get as much enjoyment out of speedrunning other games anymore because I feel like I'm not really making a difference with my runs since they're not really like good. But I really enjoy doing it for Terraria because I feel like my runs actually mean something. And I always am proud of where I place on the boards.
And about bingo in particular, there's a lot of variety in the bingo. And like when you do your normal runs of all kinds of categories, there's usually strategies that are like the meta all along. But in bingos, there's just so much more to do. That's why we do them occasionally.
Alright, time to get my 12 buffs and debuffs category goal complete. Just place down the honey, buff, get damaged. So, and then I can use my potion sickness and bam, 12 buffs and debuffs accomplished. But I'll have to wait to mark that for when I defeat the Queen Bee. Oh, water walking, that's why I can't stand in the honey.
So I now have just 2 goals left. The old one's armies, so for that I need to find an NPC that will just be lying around. And I need to kill a boss with a summoner class, and be doing both of those at the same time is something very special.
I only have 1 goal left after this, and it's just to kill the wall of flesh. Once I get my hands on these bee-nades, it should be easy peasy mac and cheesy. It just depends on if a voodoo demon is going to spawn or not. So I'll go more into detail on how you go about finding and killing the wall of flesh after I'm done with the Queen Bee fight. Also, I think I should mention how I killed this thing how I summoned this thing in the first place. When you're exploring the underground jungle, you have a chance of finding a big beehive, and in the center of that beehive is going to be larva. If you break the larva open, you will spawn Queen Bee. But what I did was I placed a bomb or a stick of dynamite at the larva, and and it takes a little while to blow up. So what I did was I recalled back to my spawn point, and then once the larva broke from the dynamite, the Queen Bee spawned near me, right back at spawn. So I was able to manipulate where it spawned, and it's just easier to fight the Queen Bee at spawn than in that very, very tiny hive. This thing's almost dead. I'm going to be able to get some bee-nades soon. There's a chance it might not drop bee-nades, but if it doesn't, you can still use the bee wax it drops and combine it with grenades to craft bee-nades So, all in all, it's gonna be okay. I don't think I have grenades in my inventory right now, actually, but I did see a surface chest with some, so I can go back and pick them up.
Here I just had the last NPC moved in, Witch Doctor, and that completes the third goal. And this is an event where you have to defend the crystal in the middle from the enemies approaching, but because of the dupe glitch and some of mechanics of how the sentries place, sentries are the things that help you defend it. If you dupe the mana used to summon sentries, you can make an unlimited amount of them, and they're just gonna do all the work for you. But usually you would have to really defend it, and they would just do some of the damage.
Alright, so I am only one goal away from completing this whole thing. All I need to do now is kill Wall of Flesh. So, you might have noticed that when we spawn into this world, there is an individual with us. This person is one of the many NPCs you can find in Terraria. His name is the Guide. Oh, there was Ruby here, I missed it. Anyway, yeah, his name is the Guide. He's supposed to serve as a, well, guide for new players. He can give you tips and stuff. He can even show you crafting recipes. If you give a material to him, he can show you what to craft with it. And I love that feature personally. It's especially helpful for modded playthroughs. When you're playing a Terraria mod that adds new stuff and you're finding new materials and you want to know what to craft. But most importantly for this case, when you approach the Underworld, which is basically a hell-like biome, you will be able to have a chance of finding voodoo demons. These voodoo demons carry, guide voodoo dolls. And if you drop the guide voodoo doll in the lava in the Underworld, you will kill your guide. He will respawn when he is given the chance, thankfully. But you will kill the guide, and the Wall of Flesh will spawn. It is a sacrifice that is needed to summon what is essentially the guardian of this world of Terraria, to prove that you are worthy for the challenge that is about to come, hard mode. And I am approaching the Underworld right now. Unfortunately, voodoo demons can be very elusive. Oh, is that a bone pickaxe? Huh. That's a very rare drop. Anyways, yeah. Voodoo demons don't show up as often as I would like them to, which is very unfortunate, but there's not much you can do about it. You can get a water candle from the dungeon, which will increase your spawn chances. You can also stop by the jungle, which will increase your spawn chances as well, if you, like, go under the jungle. Anyways, yes, I am approaching the Underworld right now. That's where I am. It is time to build a bridge. And a bridge is going to be very important for this boss, because you'll see how the fight is structured in a second, assuming I can get this thing summoned. But you'll just have to wait and see.
And for me, I just need to finish this goal to do a bingo, because the last one is open 3 golden chests, and I've opened plenty more than 3 golden chests when I was caving, so I'm gonna mark that goal.
Oh, you only have the old one's army left, Jesus.
Yeah, and I'm on wave 5. This is where a mini-boss spawns, who heals other enemies and summons some skeletons, so has special attacks. Here he is. As soon as he's healed, the event is over. Or it should be. Never mind.
As much as I would have loved to win this, Max Overpower is without a doubt the best Terraria speedrunner, so... I've only beaten him once, and that's because he's done a stupid little accident during a previous bingo. But hey, as we say in the business, we take those. But I might be able to secure a second place if I'm lucky.
I have a rather unfortunate situation here. I need to fight a specific boss that only spawns at night, and as you can see, it is currently bright midday.
And
So-
since we still have time for the estimate, I might go for a second bingo. See how that works.
That could be fun. It just depends if we could find a good card for it.
Yeah, since I use torches, I probably won't be able to do that.
I still am unable to find a voodoo demon. Like, I probably would have been fine not killing the queen bee, and I could have been fine just killing the wall of flesh with dynamite anyway. But I figured I had time to kill, and just get the bee-nades anyway, but I should have known that whenever I'm around max overpower, there's never time to kill. Fucking hell. Oh, red. So yeah, a little foolish of me to think I had time to gather bee-nades. Probably would have had a better chance of winning if I had just done the dynamite strategy. Is that a voodoo demon? Nope, that's just a normal demon. Oh, hey, there's the voodoo demon I was looking for. Alright, so this is a guide voodoo doll, and once we drop this in the lava, I will be able to summon the wall flesh, and you will see why building a bridge is so important for this boss in a second. Boop. Ladies and gentlemen, the wall of flesh. He is a wall of flesh, as you might imagine, that will keep moving one direction. This is why a bridge is so important. Because he will force you to keep going one way. But with bee-nades, this is a pretty easy fight. And... that's a GG. So I have secured second place. Phew, that was great. Let's see how the other guy's doing right now. Okay, Sai might be getting somewhere. Hey person, are you trying to find a mana? Are you actually going for a mana flower goal?
I'm the one going for that.
No, I'm on my way to the dungeon now. I just grabbed some stuff to set up the deep glitch, and I will be starting the Old One's army event shortly, because it takes a while. I guess I can start explaining it now. So, might have seen on Max Overpower's site that you get this stuff called Eternian Mana when fighting the Old One's army. And with certain weapons, you can spawn in a whole bunch of what's called sentry summons with that. And now... oh no. So apparently I forgot to buy the stuff I need from the Tavern Keep to spawn the event.
Is your Tavern Keeper still alive? just gonna have a little fun since I'm done with this. H. Ladies and gentlemen, H.
So I got a Voodoo pretty quickly just now, and I'm gonna try to fight Wall of Flesh with Dynamite, as Fizz mentioned. And if it doesn't go right, I'll have the B-nades to finish it.
Actually, now that I'm done, I can use torches now. Oh boy, here come the hard mode enemies.
It didn't go very well, but I finished the boss this time.
monster is Skeletron, and I need to kill him with summon damage for my goal of killing bosses with all the classes. And all of these ballistas here do summon damage. This is why I wanted to go for the Old One's army and set that up. So it's one goal done. Wait, that one. And now I basically just sit here and wait for the other ones to finish.
Talk for just a minute. Cool, because going up forward, we actually do have some incentives that we haven't actually got any names for currently. For example, there is the Celeste character name that we haven't had any options for submitted at all, so just a single $1 will do and name you your character, as well as the Pokemon Crystal randomizer that also has not got an option for it. So if you want to change the face of our marathon and add names into there that wouldn't usually be there, it's all up to you now. Heck yeah.
Should mention, since I've completed 4 of my goals already, I now have to wait for NPCs to start spawning. And I don't know if anyone said already, but they can only move into your town during the day, unless you encounter them, for example, underground. So all I can do is wait.
How many NPCs are you missing, Sai?
3.
And did you make a lot of houses for them with
I
all
did.
background wall?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to go for a column 5, I think it was, with mana flower. For that I need to find a rare jungle item.
Oh, not this.
Probably not gonna happen.
You wanna know
I'll
something
try.
funny? I actually got a mana flower, and for those of you in chat, it's actually a pretty rare item that you could only find in the jungle, and it's very well hidden. Like, you see, here's another one that, if you didn't see, it was kind of looked like your standard flower sprite, but you could tell it's a mana flower because it's blue, and it also shows up, I think, in the when you have a Spelunker potion. It's really hard to find, and it's one of those rare items that it's just a pain to get. So I got pretty lucky. I actually got 2 of them. I don't know what happened there.
You got 2 nature skips.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay, and That'll be in just a moment's time for me. As soon as this wave finishes.
Of course, my stream went off.
There you go, that's time.
The H must be on display. I will not have it any other way.
Can confirm H. Good job, everyone.
Quick shout out to an anonymous donation, $1. That puts the file name, the character name for Celeste to the name Nick with 2 I.
It's pronounced nice,
Oh,
actually.
no. Yeah, I'm an old boy, so I have no idea about them. The Zoomer memes. I'm sorry. So, all right, the name is now nice for the character of Celeste, and if you want to change that, there's still plenty of room because it's just at $1, or you can support it. It's for a good cause. Remember, we're raising funds for Fred Hutch COVID-19 research.
Fun fact: we are at $1,052 right now, and actually, if we actually get up to 1,500, our own Pika will sing on stream. Now that's going to be a fun experience for us both, I'd like to say.
Absolutely, especially if you had to sing yourself previously on the stream, then it is only fair to see another one do the same and hear. So, but it looks we're fairly good in time. I don't know. How long, Psionics, how long do you think you will need to get the final?
Not very long. At the very minimum or maximum, maybe like 10 minutes.
All right, perfect. Then we are perfectly in time here. I mean, look at this. The previous runners, it took less than 1 hour. That was quite a generous estimate, but I guess that's how bingos work. You never know what kind of card you get.
Are you looking for the stylist right now, Sai?
Yes, I am.
And is that the last NPC?
It's actually not. I need 2 more. I'm actually waiting for the Dryad, Witch Doctor, and who else? Someone else to move in.
Mhm.
I actually think I have 8, so those are the only 2 I need left. Stylus will just speed things up. Are these suitable? Yeah, they should be suitable. Okay. Getting the stylus is kind of annoying to spawn. Or getting to spawn.
So, chat, if you have anything else to say other than H or GG, maybe you have any questions or something, just write us a message in chat, and Tricron and me, we'll read them out for the next 60 seconds in a really dramatic, deep voice. And I know that this is what you want to do. So here we go.
This is due to a host bingo goal that we will have to accomplish. So just get those in there. Bubble.
What came first, the guide or the voodoo doll?
Guys, probably.
Anthropomorphical. Nailed it.
Totally. Quack.
I was once an adventurer like you, but then I too cut an arrow to the...
I like trains.
Check out more information about particular actions that Fred Hutch take over the page dedicated to COVID-19 that you may find here.
Or you can watch the interview that was recorded as part of this marathon with one of the researchers.
Forgot something. https://www.fredhutch.org- and Fun.
I'm appreciating everyone helping out here. Hosts, runners, tech, everyone sticking around and donating.
You guys are awesome.
Smiley face.
Please read night chat box message.
Let's finish the chase.
We gladly take over more host shifts, and we don't just say that because we're having to read chat.
I think the minute is over.
Probably.
Execute order 66. All right, that was worth it.
Execute order 66. No. I'm very sorry.
Who reads chat? I don't know, bro. What the heck is a chat?
What is a chat?
Nimbus Rod. Let's see. Ah.
Wow, that's really unfortunate. I had no NPCs move in this day.
Well, we actually have a donation to read, if that is perfectly okay.
Yeah.
I can imagine so, because we have a donation from Dr. Dank Lama for $20. Thank you very much for that donation.
Yeah.
Does the donation not include a comment? Because we would have to sing that because it's $20.
Yeah, I don't see a comment with that, unfortunately. Maybe next time.
Too
It's
bad.
such a wasted opportunity.
I know, we could have had things your way.
But remember, $20
Oh.
makes you eligible for the Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition download code provided by Bingothon staff. Also the Bingothon mug, of course. So if you don't want to hear us sing, then just mute the stream, but you can still get eligible for the Xenoblade code if you want that.
Oh boy. Apparently I feel an evil presence watching me.
Where I wasn't looking for that long. I mean...
I think I just had 12 buffs and debuffs for just a moment, and something ran out. I saw another status effect right there. That will be 12. So I'm gonna mark that.
Dang, where is this NPC?
RNG sucks.
It really does. I had
Especially-
no NPCs move in today. And
On
I'm
my
not getting
former-
getting the stylist.
On my former main world, I didn't get stylist until after Moonlord.
Oh my gosh.
Mainly because
That's
I wasn't
insane.
really actively looking for them. I realized one day I didn't have the NPC achievement, and I was like, who am I missing? And like, oh god, I'm missing the stylist. Yeah, I
Wow.
didn't get them until after Moonlord. That was something.
Ladies and gentlemen, Terraria RNG.
Yeah,
Dang.
I was talking about this a little earlier. It's RNG is so fun.
Oh, well, at least I got what's his face? The tavern keep.
Poor lad, if only you didn't use your torches.
Yeah, I picked it up and I auto used it. Or,
I did that I held shift like with auto select twice on accident, but I just didn't count that.
I accidentally placed a torch, and then I just held shift like 3 times. So I'm like, might as well
Yeah.
abandon ship.
I can see why that would count.
But yeah, I got 9 NPCs. I'm waiting for this one to spawn.
Do you have like a water candle or anything? Metal potions?
I think that only does. Do water candles only do enemies?
No, it should work. It should work for NPCs like this.
You still have about 4 minutes or 3.5 minutes according to the estimate. So. Just
Do you
so
have
know.
just one missing or 2?
Yeah, I got 1.
Oh. You could totally get it. And yeah, you should use the candles.
Well, just to continue talking about some of the things we have exciting coming up. Next up is the Wii Party Triple Bingo, which we fun. It's Commander versus yes. I apologize. I'm terrible with names. But it'll be a fun race. Or it'll be fun nonetheless. Upcoming bid wars and goals that we potentially have is the Celeste, currently nice. You said was winning with $1. Then Pokemon Crystal with no options submitted. Jet Set Radio Future is far in the future, but it will come sooner than you expect because currently you have to choose the character, and currently Rapid 99 is winning with $20. Jazz and Cube are close behind with $10, and the rest beat Garum and Rhythm are at $0. So if you wish to change that, then feel free. We're also $28 away from 1,100, which is pretty impressive.
I would love to see that reach during the time I'm still here in my shift, which will... I'm not going to tell you how long that is, because otherwise you will just take your time, but...
It could be any moment now.
Yeah, seriously, we are really raising funds for a good cause, Fred Hutch and their research on COVID-19, and I think everybody knows by now the effects that COVID-19 has had on the whole world and still has. So we currently do not know. I think the worst estimations about the lockdown lift are around spring next year. So if you wanna accelerate that and get us released earlier, then help us out, help Fred Hutch out, find research the virus and help the vaccine developments growing, because that is really important for all of our civilized world. And it's also, obviously, COVID-19 is the only reason, I'm not making this up, the only reason why Bingothon is not an on-site marathon this time, because we were all excited that Bingothon finally would become an on-site marathon and not just an online marathon. But unfortunately, yeah, this is really sad. I know you want to see Bingothon on an on-site event, and that can only happen without a pandemic going on. So you help out Bingothon as well. Not making this up, by the way.
So it looks like we're going over time. Oh, there it is, just in time.
Oh,
GG.
GG.
Yep, that will be 10. Oh,
That was
man.
super close. Wow.
Yep. Freaking stylus, man.
That was something all right.
Okay, well, I finished, so.
I was trying to kill Brain of Cthulhu with magic just then, but it didn't work out because of hard mode enemies. Yeah. That was really fun.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
That's good.
And any shoutouts you want to give? Any greetings to the community?
No.
Are
real
you for the
shout-out.
only persons in the community? I don't believe so, but
No.
Shout out to Real Logic for making an update, a very major update on 16th of May. Made the game a lot more fun, refreshing. We didn't run on the new patch because it came out very recently and we were used to the old patch with bingos. But yeah, a really
And-
fun update.
Shout out to two of my friends. One of them is Synedix Uwu, you can see them in chat right now. The other one is my boyfriend, XenoZX. You can see him in chat right now. And is mainly the inspiration behind this giant H you see right here. He's amazing. I love him. Thank you so much, buddy. And yeah, that's all I really have for shoutouts.
Shoutouts to, this is gonna sound stupid, so shoutouts to 1.4 toilets. You could sit on them now.
And I guess for me, just shoutouts to Hectic. He's the one who made this bingo, who made the boards for us.
Yeah, definitely. He's a really good guy.
and all the viewers who saw the race and think that this looks interesting, how can they get in touch with you? Where should they look to?
On speedrun.com/Terraria, there's a link to the Discord. That's where you can find all of us. Ask any questions about speedruns if you want to get into it, or you're just curious about something.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you heard them, and thank you very much again for the run. It was very interesting to see that. Terraria is the randomly generated game. I think randomly generated games are always interesting in bingos, especially. All right. So thanks for the run again, and I guess we will get into the transition any second now. All right, welcome back, everybody. This was the amazing run of the Terraria that we just saw. And looking at the schedule, what is coming up is a run for the game We Party by Commander YT versus Cedric PLE. I don't know how to correctly pronounce the name. Sorry if I butchered it. And on the Wii, of course, because it's We Party. And hang on a second. I'm not sure if I'm reading this correctly. There might be a typo on the schedule because it says like a triple banjo, and that kind of is weird. Because bi usually means 2 and triple it means 3. So, Shadow, do you have any idea what this is about?
I'm
confused.
I'm not sure either. Like banjo, it sounds a little bit like a banjo, so it might be some sort of instrument. And I think like if you're gonna do a triple banjo, they might be playing like 3 instruments at the same time. That'd be impressive. That really sounds like a party though.
Like 6 strings, yeah.
So because any party needs music, right? Otherwise you can't really call it a party. It's
absolutely really weird. I mean, how do you play this? Or maybe it's pronounced binjo and it has to kind of like binge watching. So you're going through the full run, through everything in one go without one session 3 times.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Like, that's really makes up for some entertaining content as well, because a party with We Party, you have like different boards as well. So maybe you go through like 3 different boards all in a row. That sounds like that could work out there. Or maybe it's an upgrade to the Bing search machine.
That's
instead of Bing whatever the regular version is, this is like Bing. And it's like an entire improvement to the search machine. Instead of just being able to type in words, you can probably type in like 3 words at once, and that's why it's called triple bingo.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. Because the Bing search machine doesn't have the best reputation, so maybe they changed the name again, like Microsoft loves to do. Or it could actually mean that you have to 3 times you have to let your bin go. When you throw the trash away in the bin, and you have to let it go. So it's the bin go, and you do this 3 times. So it's like or you do 3 bins at the same time.
That. I think that's some kind of advanced strats though, doing 3 bins at once. I'm not sure if our runners are gonna go for that in this upcoming run, but I mean, if we see a triple bingo, like 3 bins at once, I'd be so impressed if we could see that. Or maybe, doesn't it have anything to do with like that singer, like Ringo? Didn't he go through like some sort of letter mode? It's like, of course, in a video game you can't really take the same name again, with copyright and such. Maybe they slightly altered it. That maybe they're gonna try to impersonate him 3 times, like maybe sing 3 songs by him.
That could be. Maybe they put the hair on that they will look like him, and like. Can you explain to me what the giant square on the left is, Floha asks? I don't know. It just looks. I don't know. I've seen this the whole marathon over, and it looks colorful, and I see that they make the colors flash, and it's nice. It's interesting to see runners try and make colors go colorful.
I think it's like some sort of art form. I think like you try to make something really abstract out of it, and anyone can give a little bit of their own impression. Like there's some text in there as well to help shape how it looks like. And that makes it, I guess, different every time, which makes this thing so fun. Like you just put different text on it, you give it different colors, and it will look different every time.
What would be super cool? If you had such a field with all these little incentives, and you have to actually do the action that it says on the field, and when you have fulfilled it, you click on it and make it colorful, and you win by either getting a row or a column of the same color, or a diagonal, or the full board. That would be so awesome. But I don't think this has been invented yet.
No, maybe in the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Regardless, I noticed that the next run has been ready for a couple of minutes already.
Oh yeah. Then let's get ready. I'm really eager to see what kind of run that is, what the triple, whatever that word means. So let's get ready for We Party, everybody. Let's get ready to party!